What's the motherfucking deal? Welcome to the den. Let me know how loud that is and if it's impacting the audio at all. Would be greatly appreciated. I'm your host, Ed Honcho. If you're not familiar with the den is the best conversation on the internet. The reason why it is the best conversation on the internet is because of you, wonderful, amazing people. I'm glad you could join me this evening. We'll do something we haven't done in quite some time. Have a good old Denfolk debate night. I don't know who's beefing, if we got beef. If not, well, then we'll just do what we always do, right? But again, so first and foremost, follow on the proper social media, Ed Honcho HTX. On the gram, Ed Honcho HTX. Then show live on the Facebooks. I know nobody uses Facebooks, but us old, pre-flood human beings. I know that it's the youngsters aren't with it anymore. Maybe I should make it. I hate fucking TikToks. Okay, I don't care what y'all think. TikToks are the worst, right? They're the worst things I've ever seen in my life. I fucking cannot stand them. They're terrible. They're meaningless. And it just shows what a fucking copycat is. I mean, that's probably something I should at least do the shout outs first before I get into that. But I don't know why that just popped up in my head. I can't fucking stand them. They're fucking terrible. They're the worst things ever. But let's see what we got joining us today, this evening. And I know I didn't do a date in today. I apologize. I should have put a little notification out. I spent some time studying. I'm really on a mission to get some things done here. So issuing some challenges to myself, if you will. And so I didn't date in. We'll date in tomorrow. I'm thinking if I should try to go daily or maybe a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't know. Depending on how long this whole thing lasts, right? But we have John from New York, my favorite New Yorker. What's the motherfucking deal? Coach it. Don of the Discord in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Miss Bell, hope you're doing well. I hope you got, your antibiotics and everything. I hope everything's going good. D the Gamma. I'm just gonna say Phi Slamma Jam. That's H-Town thing. You're from Tennessee. But what is good to see you, Miss Dita Gamma. Sweetberry. 335 in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to the stenographer, man. Strong and Grand, always good to see you, man. Eastside Hero, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's fucking. That's what I figured it was. Because it's not a fan, it's a vent. Because I've relocated some stuff and it's. Let me see something. If it's too annoying, I may switch it up. Let me see what all we got going on here, and we'll get through the shout outs and then we'll see what's up. No, it's not a polo. It's just a button-up shirt. Yeah, somebody gave me some shit for a polo. I wear my polos like cholos. Okay. Jason S. Strong at 335. Let me see. Eastside Hero, what's the motherfucking deal? Broderick Brooks Sr., what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. Make sure I ain't miss anybody. If I missed you, I ain't dish you. Let's talk about it, man. Okay. Like I say, it shouldn't get much louder than that, but hopefully it'll die down here. I don't know. I don't even know when this thing comes on so fucking random. But let's talk about it, right? Let's discuss it. Let's get into it. Let me get some buffered action here. It's not showing me dropping any frames. This says the audio is not. Boy, that's a crazy face I'm making right there. So, Trump checks. Anybody gonna let me hold a little something till I get my Trump check? Let me hold like $32 till I get my Trump check, like. It's going to be all good. I promise. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So that Trump check come through, man, I'm telling you, man, we own it. No, but all bullshit to the side. A lot of crazy stuff going on with that. I was watching I watched C-SPAN, and I haven't watched C-SPAN in years, and obviously I must have been pretty bored to do such a thing. But I'm just like, let me see what's going on. Let me not be so biased. Let me not just get the information from my usual sources and, which is definitely going to sway my view. So, excuse me. Um, you know, so I was just like, listen, and it was terrible. It was boring. But, my thing is this. This is how I look at it, right? And we can argue about whatever. People say, oh, well, see, the money's been there. And the money, you can just print the money and give it to everybody, which is fucking stupid because then, anyway, we'll get into that, whatever. And I'm sure Broderick has beef with Democrats. If you want to call in and rant on that, Broderick would love to hear it. But I think this is what I got to understand. I find it really amusing. One of like the highlight, I won't say the highlights of my day, but when I get on the Twitters and I see Broderick mad about something, it's not that I want Broderick to be mad. That's not the point. That's not it at all. But because Broderick generally in the den is cool, calm, and collected for the most part, when I see him mad on the Twitters, it just makes me chuckle for some reason because it has to be something quite meaningful and impactful in his opinion. So I find that very interesting. So, but my thing is this, right? People want to give away money. Like I say, this upcoming generation is terrible, man. I really feel bad for y'all. I think like we're in this ground where the older folks that are sliding out, and Stephanie Paul, what's the motherfucking deal? Kenneth Cologne, what's the motherfucking deal? And they were hardworking. The hardworking people that came before me. They're a little older. They're on the good grief, the twilight of their careers, if you will. And then the Tenderona. And then then you got the young generation who they've only known the electronic come up. And I guess when I say this, I'm not looping everybody. I am looping everybody, generalizing. But there's young folks who work hard and they put in work. They're going to be great, right? But the ones you see pushed to the forefront that just don't think, that don't do anything sensible, will do anything for the likes. So I don't know if y'all saw I posted the thing about the kid licking the toilet. I haven't seen the video where he licked the toilet. And I guess his screen name or handle is Gay Sean Mendez. Imagine having to identify yourself because of your sexuality. Imagine like that being a thing. Like imagine that you have to know me because of my sexuality. Why aren't you just who you are? Like why do you have to be, again, I don't think the sexuality should be a part of your identity, but yet, that's what we base a lot of identity politics on. Rob, what's the motherfucking deal? I don't think anybody cares, but Female Pimp is also here. But, so the kid licked the toilet and got the corona. Surprise, surprise, right? Like, surprise, fucking surprise. I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that it happened. And it may sound, oh, it's fucked up. The Rona is dangerous and it's bad. If you're going to be that stupid, even if you don't believe it's doing to people what it's doing, even if you don't believe the numbers are that high I don't feel bad for him. Oh, Sweet Berry, wait till the rest of the tests come back. When all the tests come back, he'll have some additional benefits, we'll call them, right? So it's like, come on, man, like it's crazy. Like, and again, even not the Rona, like you're out there licking public toilets. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, I'm signing 1 week
Dan
contracts.
Strong donated $5. You have no personality if you have to introduce yourself as such. And those toilet licking idiots are Darwin Award winners. I agree 1000%.
Shout out to Dan Strong, man. I agree, man. That's the thing. Look, hey, they say natural selection at its finest. It's just, look, you got motherfuckers laying on the meat. You got motherfuckers out here licking like this. Look, young generation, I don't care. Y'all can get mad. We all didn't do this. We didn't go around licking shit either, right? We didn't go around licking fucking just random shit so people would like us. You know what I'm saying? Marquise, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Like, again, like, we talk about the nigga laying on the meat and the fucking, like, let me tell you something. Okay, I'm not a violent person. If I see somebody doing some shit, I'm gonna slap the dog piss out of him because it's like, come on, man, how fucking dumb are you? Like, I have I believe in respecting, not impacting the people who are around you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Do what you want to do. Like I'm not telling you you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But if you do something and it can have an impact on the next man in a negative way, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna catch a whole backhand, man. Like look, Cam Newton be out there dressing like fucking Whitney Houston and shit. I don't got nothing for Cam. Fucking wearing scarves and shit. Like, look, I get being trying to be fashionable, but then there's doing too fucking much, man. You know what I'm saying? One dumbass rat barbecue. But that's what I'm saying. Like, people just at this point, it's not even shit that they want to do. They want to do it so other people hopefully will laugh at them, not with them, will laugh at them. And if you see most of these motherfuckers, like, they start becoming, they start self-harming, become suicidal, they become depressed. Because again, just like Dan said, no personality, but we're talking about, if you got to introduce yourself by your sexuality, but people like this, you have no personality, you have no substance to yourself. And honestly, I don't blame the kids all the way, right? I don't blame all the other kids all the way. I blame the parents who put those kids in front of devices instead of raising them. You know what I'm saying? And that's my problem. Like, instead of raising your kids, you put a device in front of them and let that raise, and then they grow up with no substance, no thinking abilities. They don't know what good attention is from bad attention. They don't care. They'll take anything that they can get. So, what is it? Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. Culture, like shit. It's the thing. Like now, we live in this society where everything, again, like we talk about, it's a mixtape society or a highlight tape society, where you only see the good. You only see the young people only want to focus on the people's wins. They never get to know the work that's put into it. Like people hate Jeff Bezos. Why? Motherfucker put in a lot of work so your life could be extremely fucking convenient. Like and made change. And has changed delivery as we know it. Changed the internet as we know it for the most part. Like it's like, come on, man. It's people hate winners. Like, and I've come to the conclusion that, and I was thinking this right before the stream started, because like I said, I follow a lot of I won't say well-to-do, but black money making Twitter is what I call it, right? And what I say, I use these people as examples. People who come up from maybe not the best circumstances, but the reason why I follow these people is because it's not necessarily because of them, but it's how other black people respond to them, right? And so what I mean is they'll talk about ways, hey, look, I grew up in the hood, I grew up without a pops or this, that, and the other, I was selling dope, I caught a case, I did time, and I got out and I straightened up, I did it. And people will still find ways to complain. People will still try to tell them they were privileged for some reason. Like, black people will tell other black people, like, that's an excuse for your whack ass to be fucking lazy. Like, you don't deserve to exist if that's what you want to do. If you just gotta find an excuse to complain about somebody who's giving you a blueprint. A lot of these people share a lot of valid information on how to get started, on how to, what they did to improve their lives. They may not be millionaires, but they may be doing well, six figures, or, little money making tips, or how you can, just different things they talk about, right? And so, and I just sit back and I watch, and I'm like, okay, people gotta say, okay, this is good. Like, they get some love, right? But it's a lot of niggas that still hate. And so it's just like a lot of motherfuckers, like, I've just come to the conclusion, like, and it's not even just purely like a particular race. I'm just using these as an example, but I see it everywhere. People hate winners. Like, they'll root for athletes that are winners, but as soon as that athlete does something on a team that they don't like, then all of a sudden they turn against them. But they hate motherfuckers who are successful. They hate motherfuckers who made themselves worthwhile, and they'll come up with every excuse in the world as to why they couldn't do it. I don't like to live vicariously through people. Like, I think it's kind of weird, But about the Falcons. Yeah, I was looking at the color scheme on that. But call me Brian Banks. But my thing is just like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, why you wouldn't want to see somebody winning. I don't know, maybe because it makes you look at yourself and you got to look at all your disappointments and failures or whatever. Like, I'm not a hater. There's certain things I don't like I don't like certain behaviors. I don't like certain things that I think are detrimental. But I'm never gonna knock somebody for winning. Prepaid, what's the motherfucking deal? Like if you a winner, man, I salute you. If you come up from nothing, or if you come up from less than quality standard, and I'm not saying you got to shoot straight to the top. I don't say you got to be Jeff Bezos. Like I root for people who are doing better than they were, who are on a path of progression. It ain't got to be fucking perfect. You ain't got to do it over. You ain't got to be a fucking 19-year-old millionaire. Like I just want to see people winning, and I don't understand like people who hate that. And again, like I say, you got a lot of haters because what's happening right now with everything that's going on, a lot of people are canceling their Airbnb rentals and stuff like that. And so it's a lot of people out there clowning and making. There's a lot of people who hate landlords right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people who hate landlords right now, but people are talking shit about Airbnb renters. Well, that's what they get. That's what they deserve because landlords are scum. You hate Airbnb renters or people who rent out Airbnbs, but you have no problem with hotels. Like, but again, there's this wave of people who just think everything should be. People are talking about landlords are scum. All they do is live off of your money, right? No, oh yeah, exactly. Like, people really hate landlords. Like they were really going. All they do is live off your money, and but again, well, who cares if they got to pay the mortgage or the taxes? And one lady was talking about, I pay $2,300 a month, and my landlord only pays $100 in on her mortgage. But I'm like, who gives a fuck? You negotiated the deal. You fucking agreed to it, so obviously you liked it. All of a sudden it's scummy now because you found out how much she paid. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's my thing. Like, why don't you do it then? If that's all it is, if that's all it takes, why don't you do it? But yet, like I said, we live in this. Like I'm telling you, America. It's like information. I guess is becoming weaponized. I don't want to call it weaponized. I guess yeah, I do want to call it weaponized. People are using it to try to bring down other motherfuckers instead of using it to come up on their own. Right? They make it seem like they're doing some righteous shit by fucking complaining about it. Right? And like I say, it's a fucking terrible thing. Like, if you don't want to rent, go fucking own a home, man. If or go do it yourself. Set the new standard for landlords. But it's fucking ridiculous, man. I agree, Coach. Like, we definitely, we have a lot of people who again think they're doing the righteous thing, right? Instead of teaching kids, and this is from K through 12 to college too, they're influencing young people or younger people, and they're impacting their ideology. And I think what happens is, as those people get older, they start to realize, hey, that motherfucker who told me all this shit got me thinking like this was fucking wrong. Life doesn't work that way. And I think some of them come to their senses, but I think most of them dig in and they get worse and they justify their belief. Like, a lot of people don't ever want to admit they're wrong. So once they kind of start committing to something, they'll dig all the way fucking in, and they're willing to accept being more wrong to instead of just saying, hey, you know what? I'm really not doing myself a favor here. I'm probably fucking my life up. I continue to live this path. Let me just admit my wrongs, get my shit straight, and turn this thing around. But like I say, people just like to dig in. Like, people are so fucking stubborn. They'll fucking dig in. Sweetberry's probably a terrible landlord, but she would let you pay your late payments in strawberries and pistachios. So give me just a second, man. We're gonna get the line open here. We're gonna talk some shit. Like I say, if anybody got some beef, let me know. I think we've been on I think everybody's been on the up and up for the most part. I don't think anybody has been beefing too much. But if somebody has something that they feel like they need to settle with someone else, I don't want to fucking do that. Let me know, and we will make sure we get that whole thing worked out. I'm doing this for the fucking do this shit again. Oh, there we go. Fucking time. All right. Give me one moment. I'm gonna still be right here. I'm just gonna disappear on y'all for a second. Alakazam. Assalamu alaikum. Wow. Magic words, baby. What the fuck? Oh man, hey, H-Town, lockdown. Oh, so I'm sorry, not lockdown. Shelter in place like it's fucking hurricane season, right? They fucking Sylvester will do anything but say what it really fucking is. Like, come on, man, we got it. We know it's shaking at this point. Just call it what the fuck it is, and we'll ride. But I heard the liquor stores are considered essential. So, even though I don't drink, hey, maybe I should, right? Maybe I fucking should. Let's see what we got going on. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Hey, Honcho, it's Belly. I had to get in early because I got an early morning.
All right. Well, how are you doing? First and foremost, how are you doing, Miss Bell?
I'm doing better. Antibiotics suck, but yeah, it's working. And found out that it's just more than I thought, but it's going to be okay. It's upper respiratory.
Okay.
So this is what happens when you have really bad allergies, like I've been telling you for the last year and a half. So, but anyway, it's getting better, and it's on the positive end. Although now that I feel like I can go outside, we're on lockdown.
This I got some thoughts on this lockdown thing. It's crazy. I don't know if it's a reaction. So I'll talk about it in a minute. But so now that you like say you kind of have an understanding for what it is and you know what's going on. How do you plan to still kind of stay low key until everything is just kind of 100%, or how are you handling this whole thing?
I think this is the time to go to the mall because nobody's going to be there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't completely generally hate people, but this is when you sneak into Walmart with the 16 over, Yeah. So you can get in and get out because you walk faster than most of them. No, I have to say that it's given me time with the kids that I wouldn't have had. But since there's a 6 foot, you're supposed to stay 6 feet apart, they're staying in their rooms, which is, hey, that's not so bad either. So everybody's going to different corners of the house. But, no, we got the announcement last night. Our kids are going to be out until April 14th.
Okay.
And some of the kids in Florida are already out for the rest of the year.
Oh, man, that's Florida's the worst place for people to be out and be free, because Floridians are not following any instructions. They're doing whatever the fuck they want to do anyway. So, it's
the sad thing is you need to keep these kids active, but you can't keep them together. So that's a trip.
Yeah. Oh man.
So I don't know. I'm so glad my kids are not school age. This is a blessing of this disaster is I don't have school age kids. And my prayers and thoughts go out to prepaid and all of you that have younger ones at home, because God bless you. I don't know if my kids would have survived this shit.
Man, speaking of that, man, fucking, I'm laughing. Miss Grace sent me a video of this lady went into her car, basically ranting about her own kids and telling President Trump, she kept calling him President Trump, that it's his fault that the kids can't they shut everything down and she can't take her kids anywhere to the trampoline place, or, can't do anything with them, and she ain't got enough weed to deal with all these kids. And, it's crazy how people are responding to their own children. Imagine teachers who have to deal with that day in and day out, along with not only just your kid, but a bunch of other badass kids. People don't even want to watch their own fucking kids. So, like I say, it's crazy. I wonder who they should really be pointing the finger at.
Well, I figured this out, and you can ask Kay Grace too later. I figured it out. In 1 year, they spend school-age children spend half their time with their parents and guardians, and then the other half is actually with their school teachers. Even that's including summer break, that's including weekends. If you really figure it out, it's about 50-50.
That's awful.
And tell John it was homemade chicken noodle soup in the Instapot.
Oh, it is, man. I got one of them fucking pots. I made like one thing in it, and I was all excited about it because my mom got me hyped up. She's like, "You got to get one. You can do all this stuff with it." And so I got one. I made like chicken in it like a week after I got it. I ain't made shit in a sense. Well, you know, there was a reason I was like cook for a while.
My daughter loves it for sweet potatoes because that way she can make them and she does clean eating. I mean, it's great for like long things. If you're going to do like a crock pot, it makes it quicker. It was a 3.5 pound chicken, John, and it was a white one.
Oh man.
I've been making stovetop chicken soup since I was probably like 12, but yeah, it makes it a lot quicker. The other thing that's fun to actually make is popcorn in it.
What?
Yeah, there's a glass top that goes on it, and you just get the bag of popcorn, and it'll make it. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm trying to figure out. So you know, did you say so? You have the kids? Y'all are all in different areas of the house. Like,
Yeah.
do y'all communicate via phone or do y'all? I mean, how do y'all?
Sometimes we'll do that, or sometimes I'll text them, or sometimes I'll just get up and knock on their door. I mean, hello, you still need the exercise sometimes. Oh, and tell prepaid I don't eat white cake. It's only chocolate.
Hey. Oh.
And wait a minute, we were talking about this the other day with the Oreos. All right, okay, this is a strange confession, but I figure it's worth it. I don't eat cake frosting.
What?
Yep. When my sister and I have a twin sister, when we were growing up, she would take all the frosting off of her cake, and I would take all the frosting off of mine and put it on her plate. She gave me the cake, and she had the frosting.
Weird.
And it was just, she's always done the frosting thing, and I just don't do frosting at all.
Okay, I mean, I guess I could get it. I mean, I've had, I guess, times when I called myself trying to be healthier and maybe avoided the frosting, but...
I was just too...
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Pardon me, thank you. But as a regular practice, I don't... I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of cake it is, you know, so...
Yeah, one of the box stores has like a Dairy Whip kind of frosting. I don't mind that. But needless to say, I never did really a whole lot of sweets anyway. But yeah, we've got some pretty wet weather here. I don't know how y'all are doing, but it's supposed to be springtime, but it's feeling like it's being bipolar. I mean, all pun intended. I mean, we went from 80 on over the weekend to like 55 today.
Mm. It was actually hot here today. It was a little toasty today.
Yeah. It was nice to hit that 80 degrees, though. It was like, wow, that was pretty cool. So, but nope, not too much going on here. Like I said, they came on this afternoon with this big thing from the governor and all that, and we're on, I don't know, I call it lockdown, but like you said, you can go to the store. Oh, they are keeping the states with liquor stores and dispensaries, like Massachusetts, they're keeping those open.
Oh man, but what about? I heard Denver. I heard Denver. The liquor stores were shutting down, and I heard people were very upset. I heard the liquor stores and the dispensaries were supposed to be closing. And people
Yeah,
were
I heard
highly
that
upset.
about Massachusetts. The liquor stores and dispensaries are staying open. Figured they probably had to let people chill out in their own way, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's the best way to do
And
it.
if you're going to be home, at least you're not driving. Well, that means the policeman's budget goes down too, doesn't it? The DUIs are under the influence.
Oh yeah, I think that they'll rather not catch corona than have to worry about that. Because like I said, I know at least 3 of them caught it out here.
Is that by the case or by the bottle?
Well, I don't know. I don't drink alcohol. not often, or not as far as anybody who matters is watching. But
And yeah, I know we lost Tom Brady too. But I'm not a big Patriots fan, but he's going to Tampa Bay. I guess they're thrilled as hell. Their season tickets just went right through the roof.
Eric John, what's the motherfucking deal? Heidi, what's the motherfucking deal? Man, yeah. So yeah, it's there's a little picture they got floating the Tom. It's super fucking funny. Got him looking like Kodak Black and shit. I find that very amusing. I find this shit is
Well, at least it gives them some money they haven't had for decades.
If he takes it back to the
But
Super Bowl, that would be.
it wouldn't matter to me because I'm still a Saints fan.
I'm gonna let you make it. I can't say anything. I have nothing to say about sports right now.
Okay, and the only reason that I actually like them is because they've always been underdogs. And I have no problem admitting the fact that they've lost more than they've won. But you got to have somebody that roots for them, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sad.
Hey, did you guys end up getting? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Did you guys get a hold of? Is it not Bretto the other day?
No, I have not found Bretto, and I need to do my due diligence to see if I can maybe check through the records or something to see if I can find Bretto's number. But I'm going to be honest. I love Bretto. Bretto's a great guy. But if anybody in the den has come in contact with the coronavirus, it may be my guy Bretto.
Yeah, I could see that. Sadly, I could see that. Now, we haven't seen much of Miss Meat. I think she's taking classes is what that is.
Today is a sad day for Miss Meat. So, like I say, Miss Meat, if you're out there, you just listen to whatever you got going on. My thoughts and prayers are with you today. I ain't gonna put it out there, but Miss Meat she's going through a little bit of a time today. So, we love you, Miss Meat, and we hope that all is well, and that you recoup as best you can.
Well, I'll put her on my prayer list. Hopefully, everything will get better soon. Yep, Rashida. She's another one we haven't seen for a while.
Rashida be lurking. Rashida be in here. Rashida just, I'd be sliding in Rashida DMs, so I'll be getting the scoop. So Rashida just be lurking. We gonna see where she at.
Well, tell her she's missed. Coltrane, you're a hot mess, dude.
Oh shit! That's what I do for swinging this shit around. But yes, yes. Okay. Yes, we all love Miss Rashida. We love Miss Meat. We love everybody. I can't say. That's terrible. That's a terrible way to say that, right? Anyway, y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, let's change subjects. So, Heidi, when you calling in?
Oh, Heidi.
She's evasive as anything.
Yeah, she's been working on her twerking.
Yeah. But I have to say her Instagram is funny as hell.
That's all right. It's okay.
All right, now that we're just shooting the breeze, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to catch some Z's. But, hey, everybody have a good night in the den, and I miss you all. So hopefully everybody has a good night tonight.
All right, Miss Bell, you too. Like I said, get well. Stay away from any sketchy places. Shelter in place or whatever they call it where you at. And like I say, hope you get well soon.
All right, are you doing a day den tomorrow? Or are you just not sure?
I will tomorrow. Like I said, because I just took some extra time to study today. I had a good groove going, and so I just said like I said, put it out. But yeah, definitely tomorrow. We definitely will tomorrow.
Hey, education's got to come first. You know that. Yeah. So if not, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow night then.
All right, Ms. Bell. Well, appreciate the call. The class is in session. The bell has rung, and you have a good evening.
All right. Night, y'all.
Shout out to Ms. Bell. Man, prepaid, that would be the craziest call. Chicago, Mike, Kenneth, and Bretto would be the wildest conversation we ever had. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
What's good, Honcho? This prepaid.
Oh, prepaid. What's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind this evening, sir?
Well, first and foremost, I hope I'm not allowed to hear Chicago, Mike, Bretto, and Kenneth on the call. Jesus Christ, no. Just burn the whole fucking den down.
Yeah, that'd be the day the den died. It would be
Jesus
it would
Christ.
be tough to get through that one.
That'd have been rough, bro. I tell you what, man. On the funny side, we all appreciate Heidi being extremely racist because that's just what she does.
Yes.
Heidi is becoming very ethnic. Like she just you came in with the "What's up, boys?" and like that's Heidi. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. Or I hope you ain't been dibbling and dabbling a little BBC. You got me worried. Like you've been hanging Wesley Pipes or some shit. Like you've been watching Wesley Pipes on Pornhub or some shit. What's up, boys?
Yeah, Heidi got a playlist. She know all the guys.
Yeah, Heidi got walking around got a big fake chain on like she been fucking with Brian Pumper or something. Come on, Heidi, don't do that. She got one of B Pumper Rolexes.
No man, that dude was the worst. He was cancerous for the game. Like I remember once the porn hoes coming out talking about this nigga here was terrible. And they was hating on his jewelry. I remember that man had a dance. He had that little dance that came out on World Star. It was the worst shit I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Oh man,
that nigga's the worst, bro. That nigga's the fucking worst. Man, fucking Brian Pumper. We gotta have a whole other conversation about porno, just porno niggas, and that's just a whole. We'll do that one night for the dance. Just straight talk about the pornos and the people in porno, because they just because Wesley Pipes is a national gem. Oh, you gonna take all that dick? Oh, you gonna just take all that dick, huh? You just a nasty bitch. Oh, Wesley Pipes is a character. Nonetheless, I do have beef. Today.
Okay.
And my beef is with stupidity, man. And listen, for any of y'all who have the skewed view of President Donald Trump, or Donald Trump, as the woman says,
yes.
This should flip your eyes. There was a story that broke that a couple in Arizona, the husband died. He was 60-something years old. He died, okay?
Yeah.
The wife's in the ICU in critical condition. Donald Trump said if you have the coronavirus, you can take hydroxychloroquine, and it can take away you can basically recover from the coronavirus from taking it. It has to be administered through a doctor, okay? The news and media, by the way they fearmonger, basically had these people thinking they were going to die from the coronavirus, even though they didn't have it. And they was looking at their fish tank, seeing fish tank cleaner that said chloroquine inside of it, a chemical,
yes.
Chloroquine.
Yes.
And keep in mind, when you buy, I have a fish tank. When you buy fish tank cleaner, it says not for human consumption. These people took a tablespoon and put it in their soda, then their Diet Cokes, and drank it. The media said that Donald Trump told those people to told them to take this item, and they killed him.
Yes.
Think about that, y'all. They blame Donald Trump for two grown-ass 60-some-year-old idiots who decided to take chloroquine in the fish tank cleaner and kill themselves.
Yes.
Think about that. Yes. Hydroxychloroquine is not the same as chloroquine in the fucking fish tank cleaner. And this is what we're dealing with in America. This is why we have fearmongering. This is why we don't have any toilet paper. Let me give you the equivalent of what those people did. That would be the equivalent of me saying, you know what? I am so thirsty. I walk over to my fucking washroom, grab a bottle of bleach, says water inside bleach as a content, and be drinking the bleach and saying, oh my God, I thought I was going to just drink it and be fine. You fucking idiot. You can't drink shit like that. Just because it has water in it, it'll make it water. It has chloroquine in it, does not make it fucking chloroquine. Like, what's wrong with people? And the media are just running with this shit and eating it up and just like, what happened to us just calling a spade and saying these people are fucking idiots?
Correct.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. That makes me think, because I call him a young man dumb, but I guess we got some in the old generation too. The young man licking the toilet, the old folks eating fish cleaner, and we just all fucked up.
Okay, so you got the guy licking the toilet and end up getting the coronavirus, right?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't wish death upon somebody, but if he don't wake up tomorrow, I would be happy.
I don't think we took a loss on that.
Seriously. I mean, listen, what you said, natural selection, right?
Yeah.
This is where we are. Yeah. And I wanted to call him last night. We talking about the purge, and I was thinking to myself, I was gonna call, but I had a house full. Yeah. But we don't need the purge, Honcho, because it's gonna be natural selection. The dumb is gonna kill themselves off.
Yeah, you know what?
They just had motherfuckers in Florida partying.
Yeah. They took it all back to the colleges and shit. I just seen that, and that's the thing I seen with the spring break shit. Cause you saw the little video going around with the dude. Hey, I'm young. I ain't worried about the corona, and I'm like, all these motherfuckers gonna go to spring break. They gonna party it up. They gonna catch some STDs. They gonna catch some corona, and they gonna bring all that shit back to wherever they from. If the college shut down, they gonna take it back to their hometown or whatever's going on. And that's when the boom is going to happen. And that's why we've been seeing these rates start going up from the infections and everything. Because, you know, again, you got these people who just don't give a damn. But like you said, yeah, if it ain't that, they're going to end up killing themselves off because they bored at home and they're going to do anything for some likes. And so they're going to find a way to fuck themselves off.
And it's you know, Hunter, it's really mind-boggling because, you know, especially for a person like me, because, you know, like I said, our age group, we know what it was like to basically play outside. We didn't have all the shit we got now. So I don't even know what the fuck these niggas got a problem with staying inside for. You got every fucking game in the world. The worst thing these kids got is fucking YouTube. You got PlayStation, you got Xbox. You got fucking the apps to get pussy on. I mean, you got Pornhub is free. Beat your dick and go to sleep, bro. What do you have to go in public for? Pornhub is free. In fact, I just found out Pornhub is doing the premium channel. That's for 30 days. You ain't got to get an account.
Oh, what?
Just live your life, bro. Yeah, the Pornhub premium is free for 30 days. We in this shit together, man. We in this shit together. But you know, it's like to me, man, it's so mind-boggling. And you know, as a person who's politically inclined, bro, it blows my mind to see what's going on with the stimulus package. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
to see Democrats to sit up here and try to politicize this shit. Like, bro, let me explain something to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna touch on that landlord shit in a second. But, bro, Americans are really hurting out here. You feel me? People really need that financial help. For you to politicize this shit and try to, this bitch Pelosi wants $38 million to the JFK Performing Arts Studio.
That's all it.
Bitch. Performing arts, I don't give a fuck if JFK don't never have another person come in there and dance. Bitch, kill yourself. Then she a wokey woke, so she wanted to give $23 million to Howard University. No other university, just Howard. Howard has an endowment of $647 million. They don't need $23 million, boss. They got life figured out. Them niggas doing good for themselves. You rather politicize this shit than to actually give Americans this money. And to the people in the den, to you young folks, man, let me help y'all out with something. Because I know a lot of y'all got wokey woke friends, and they doing this fake revolution on Twitter telling y'all don't pay your bills. Listen, bro, on the first of the month, if you don't pay your rent or your mortgage, you will get evicted. You will be homeless. Courts are still open. They will evict you. Don't listen to these people. You owe rent. If you don't have the money for your rent, talk to your landlord and find out if you can put something on it or you can work out a deal. But if you decide that you ain't gonna pay this shit, they ain't gonna do you nothing, they're gonna put that lock on you though. And if you ain't never been evicted, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's a big ass lock. They're gonna put this big ass lock on you though. You can't get in that motherfucker. They're gonna sell all your shit. Don't be no fools. Don't be no fool, man. Pay your bills. Trust me, you don't want to. You don't want to feel that pain, man. You come home and you got that lock on your door. You don't live here no more. They done sold everything. Take my word on that. Now, on to this hateful landlords. I thought I heard it all in my life. I thought I heard it all in my life. They are trying to shame people for owning property.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on with the world?
Knowing that they benefited from the shit. Knowing that they paying rent. If they wasn't paying rent, they'd have no other place to live. But yet they mad about it.
But you signed a lease. You're not gonna shame me for getting money that you owe me. You signed a lease. Look, are we shaming the car dealership for you having the car note? Man, fuck Chevy, man. You know Chevy don't care about nobody. They got me paying my car note. Nigga, it's your car. You agreed to the terms and conditions? Like, bruh, sooner or later this country, like, I guess it's a young generation thing where they want handouts and everything to be free. And I guess I understand it. I really don't. I guess I understand it. But, bro, the older y'all get to realize, ain't no a handout around here. There ain't gonna be none. So the whole idea of this utopia of getting free shit, it ain't happening. It ain't gonna happen for you. Man the fuck up, woman the fuck up, and pay your bills. Simple as that. Figure it out. If you got a little paycheck to paycheck, pay your fucking rent.
And to make a point of the point that Culture made, he said that, maybe we'll start shaming for shit. Because this is my big thing. Like, there is no shame anymore. But yet there are shaming of things that probably, like you said, shaming the landlords, right? And Culture mentioned shaming the shamers. But that's the problem I think that we have in society, because there's no shame. Everything is acceptable, and that's why people are going wild. And so the shit that you should be shaming isn't shame. And for the people who are providing or giving you an opportunity, like I said, to have a place to stay, because if there were no landlords, you'd have to go out and buy a house. A lot of people's credit ain't right for that. A lot of people don't have the money to put down, or maybe don't want to get tied into a situation where they're there for 15, 30, whatever it may be. And so, but we're going to shame these people for giving you an opportunity, whether it be a year-to-year basis, month-to-month, or however, whatever the terms are, for you to have a place to put a roof over your head. But we're condemning them for that because they profit off of it. But yet, motherfuckers go lick toilets, and we giving likes and thumbs ups and shit for that. That's the
see, and that's the problem, because we're not shaming people who need to be shamed. We're shaming successful people. Like, every time something happens, they talk about, we need to eat the rich. And who we gonna eat? Jeff Bezos. Yeah. Why is Jeff Bezos the person you want to eat? Yeah. When they gonna eat Beyonce? She got 900 million. Eat that bitch.
As long as you entertain it, it's okay. As long as you entertain, you gotta.
Yeah, as long as you made the homecoming thing at the homecoming at Coachella, you safe. Y'all not gonna eat Oprah? Y'all not gonna eat Oprah? Oprah been a billionaire longer than anybody else y'all name. So when y'all gonna eat Oprah? That's shit, crazy. You can do a 2 for 1, nigga. Y'all talking about eating the rich, nigga? Eat Beyonce and Jay-Z. They got a billion. That's 2 for 1. He knocked them niggas off. But see, the reality of it is, bro, they just, and this is why I try to explain to my kids. Twitter is not real. Correct. Social media is not real. It's not real. None of this shit's real. Because if it was real, they would be, if you were quote unquote gonna eat the rich, you would eat all the rich people. It's not real. It's all of a sudden, man. These wokey shit's not real, bro. So before I got to this phone, I'm telling y'all, man, to young generation, bro, don't fall for that shit. That shit is all likes. Just like people licking toilets. Niggas ain't licking toilets in real life. They doing that shit to go viral.
They went viral.
Hell, I wouldn't even sit on the toilet. Yeah, he went viral. He went straight to the fucking infirmary. But I wouldn't sit on the toilet, raw butt in the toilet. This nigga licking it. Yeah. It don't get no worse than that, man. So, Honcho, that's it for me, man. That's my beef, man. Listen, to everybody during this coronavirus shit, bro, keep your ass in the house at all costs. Let this shit blow over. Let the dummies be the dummies. Y'all stay your motherfucking ass in the house. And, man, stay away from the media as much as you can. Stay from it, because obviously they ain't going to tell y'all the truth what's really going on. Wash your hands. Take care of your body. Take care of your family. Keep your ass in the house. If you got to go out and buy some stuff, man, don't buy up all the toilet paper, all the water. They going to restock that shit, man. Ain't nothing. There's no type of hold on anything. You got all that shit. You need one bottle of hand sanitizer, y'all. Just one. You don't need a whole goddamn case. And take care of each other. Y'all be good. I'll fuck with y'all.
I already prepaid, man. Appreciate the call, man. I meant to mention. I agree with everything you said, except for the one bottle of hand sanitizer. I will keep multiple. Just in case. Yeah, motherfuckers out there acting weird with the hand sanitizer, so I'm gonna just make sure I'm on up and up with that. But nah, if you're in Houston, y'all saw that Slim Thugger got the damn corona. He said I think his situation is simple. His symptoms were mild, and he's all right now. So, I thought that was very obvious. Slim Thug was one of the first ones out there, telling motherfuckers to stay their ass in the house and take this shit serious, and et cetera, et cetera. And then he ended up getting it. What's the motherfucking deal? Who got called into the den this evening?
What's happening, Hedgies? Jason S.
Jason S. How are you this evening, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. I was a little infuriated earlier, but I'm good now.
And what had you furious earlier?
I don't know. Kids licking toilets. Seeing all these TikToks of kids licking the same lollipop. Seeing TikToks of people licking toilets again on airplanes.
Oh, that's terrible.
Watching videos of people trying to party it up in Miami.
So, TikToks and toilets have you upset. Now, Mr. Jason S., you're a younger man, and I think the TikTok thing is very popular with your generation. What is it about TikToks? I mean, I'm assuming that you don't really rock with them, but And then you hang around, other youth of your age, and I'm sure they talk about it, or y'all are distanced right now. But what is it about the TikTok that the kids get into so much? Like, what is it that makes this so appealing? Because to me, it just seems like a bunch of copy, paste, rinse, repeat. Everybody doing the same thing over and over again, the same song or the same dance or the same quote unquote challenge. What is it that makes TikTok so popular among the youth?
Well, before I get into my thoughts on TikTok, I just want to say, do you have a TikTok?
No, I absolutely do not.
No, I said if you have a TikTok.
Oh, okay.
If you have a TikTok, fuck you.
Well, Heidi has a TikTok, and she's upset now.
Well, she's drunk, so she'll forget it. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, the best answer that I could give you is I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I guess it's the dances that make it so popular. Like the dances, like supposedly they're so interesting to people. Like I just don't get it. I mean there was a lot of. What'd you say?
I said it just seems like basic, very simple dances, so that's why it's like anybody can do them. So I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something.
I guess it's just trying to be known for the purpose of being known. Like I guess I don't know why. I have no idea why these dances are so popular, and I don't even have the TikTok app, so obviously I wouldn't know why they're so popular. Actually, well, hold on. There is a particular reason why I believe that they're so popular. It's because some of them try to be funny, some of them try to be entertaining, some of them try to be energetic, some of them try to lift you up. But if that were to be true, which I'm pretty sure that some of those reasons didn't have an effect on me. Like I don't understand. Like I really don't follow TikToks, and I probably would be better off if I did.
But Heidi has a good point. You're a musical guy. The TikToks are based primarily on the musics. So why don't you be the guy that revolutionizes TikTok and do something a little bit different? Maybe you can change the whole vibe there. Maybe you can do something different.
Well, I got 4 words. I don't fucking care.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. 4 terrible words.
And plus, I don't dance. So there you have it.
Ooh.
Plus, what the hell is it? Like, nobody's gonna care if I play the guitar, bro. Nobody cares if I do a cover of Clocks by Coldplay. Some people are going to acknowledge it and say, "Oh, that guy's pretty talented," but that's it. Like, all people really care about is just the dances, and that's just it.
Well, why don't you create a new dance? I mean, they're very simple dances. Why don't you play your guitar and create a dance, and then you become king of TikTok? I think that's how it works. So,
What am I gonna do? Do the salsa with my guitar? No. What am I gonna?
I don't know how it works, bro.
Me neither, man. And especially now that it's spring break in America, the sesh can't be ended right then and there. We gotta go to Miami. We've been planning this trip for a while now. If I get corona, I honestly don't care. It's not gonna stop me from partying and getting crunk. We are going to get turned up. That's almost what everybody said in those videos, and it really just makes me mad. Because not only do you get the virus yourself, you're also giving it to other people. And that's why we saw a spike with 4,000 new cases.
Ooh.
That is insanity.
So you blame the partying people for the new cases of that Rona?
No, I blame the dogs. Yes.
Well, you know,
Come on, there's not a
hey, you
there's
know,
not an easier.
the first dog who contacted the Rona, you know, died a couple of days ago. So you know, the dogs might be out there. They might be out there slanging it.
Oh, well, too bad, so sad. Anyway, anyways, the interviews with people who were who were in Miami really gave some dumb reasons why. They said they were living. They said that they were living for the moment. One of them said. One of them just. Before I say it, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a very angry person. It is rare that I get angry. There's only few things that get me really angry.
Okay.
Traffic and an American football team. We're not going to focus on them. I hope their coach gets coronavirus and falls in a machete. Anyways,
wait.
this dude.
Traffic. Can you drive?
Yeah.
Legally?
No.
No. Carry on.
It's Austin traffic.
Okay.
If you lived in Austin, you'd understand. Austin is filled with a bunch of dumbasses. Anyways, this one dude on one of the videos that said that he thought it was being blown way out of proportion. And then he said something that made my temple flare up. He said that there are more serious topics out there, like hunger and poverty, and we need to address those.
Mm.
And he had people in the back that were supporting him.
Mm-hmm. But are hunger and poverty important issues?
Well, they're not as well. Not. I mean, I get it. Like, but at the same time, dude, why would you say that? You're not smart when you say that.
Maybe he wanted to bring awareness to hunger and poverty.
You would have done that ages ago.
I mean, maybe this is the first time he had an opportunity to do so in front of a camera.
Anyways, it's a very. I think that it's a very, 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 very idiotic comment.
Okay.
Like, not this time. Like, people die from people are dying from the coronavirus who were healthy. And then you have the couple who took Butcher Queen in fish tank cleaner. Why?
Well, you got to get it how you live, man.
I could go on and on about that, but I'll just leave it on this note. It is fairly inexcusable and fairly stupid. Actually, very stupid.
So,
But now, on a positive note, there is, I don't know if I already mentioned this or not, but there is research being done for medications like remdesivir, which is actually leading the way in terms of research. Like, it's a very high candidate for being a drug that can stop at least stop the replication of the coronavirus. Better get the kung flu.
So, are you concerned? I mean, personally, on a personal level, do you fear contracting the coronavirus, or do you have any fears in particular about the coronavirus impacting your life, or more so than it already has?
Well, the biggest fear that I have is the fact that if you do get the kung flu, you're sometimes asymptomatic, and that is a giant fear. Not only because you're asymptomatic, you basically don't show symptoms, but you don't even know if you have it or not. And if you have it and you're asymptomatic and you don't know, you go to a public place, That's basic. That is a unknown war zone of contamination.
But what about hand sanitizer, gloves, and masks?
I mean, you can use it. I mean, hand sanitizer is helpful. Not when everybody and their mother took it.
So how bad is it in your area right now? The beverage. How bad is that in your area right now?
Like 7 cases in my county. Now, half of them, people were traveling along the West Coast. And then they came back here, and they developed symptoms, so they decided to get a test. And sure enough, it tested positive. Now, they're all in self-quarantine, so I'm not entirely sure if they survived it or not. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they are recovering from it, and they're just keeping a safe distance. Now, there was one case where a person didn't know they had it, and they ended up going to a elementary school.
Ooh.
So now that elementary school is now being disinfected. And there was also another person in San Marcos, a city that's close to me and my family, especially where my cousin lives. That person didn't know they had it, and they ended up going on one of the high schools at Marcos. Now, there wasn't any I don't know if it was the mayor or the principal, but one of them said that the general risk of any students getting it was low. So there's that. And if any of these students do show symptoms, they are to be tested immediately. And Jesus Christ, it sounds like you have a car running in the background.
Yes, this fucking event is loud. It's very untimely. So I'm not too keen on that. But it is what it is. The den must go on. So, okay. Well, I think you'll be all right. I don't think you have too much to worry about. Focus on, you have enough school. You could spend more time with your guitar. How have those lessons been coming along? How have your practice sessions been going with your guitar?
It's pretty good. It's going along well. And holy crap, this call has been 14 minutes. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to wrap it up. I want other people to call in, and I apologize if my call wasn't good for you.
No, you already know I've been paying attention to the time. But hey, you always wrap it up. If you don't wrap it up, you'll get AIDS and the coronas. But I appreciate you for calling there, Jason S. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Miss Thang, what's the motherfucking deal? Jen Smith, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. I feel like I missed somebody else. Somebody slid up in here. Shaolin, what's the motherfucking deal? And again, if I miss you, I ain't dish you. It's all love. Kenneth Cologne, get the fuck out of here. Game winner. And a game winner on 2K. You need to be studying. What were those grades looking like before you got expelled from the coronas? Am I a racist? Wow, I'm being accused of racism in 2020 in the den? I've been doing this shit since 2017. What are you talking about, Heidi? You already know. Oh, terrible stuff. You gotta get your rest, man. You definitely gotta get your rest. 2 C's, the rest are all this. Those 2 C's are unacceptable. Look, Kenneth, I can't be going around telling people I know you if you have to get C's on your report card. I will disavow any knowledge of you and your association to anything. Yeah, we want to see your face. That's a fucking great sketch. You know what? You know what I was watching today, and I'm gonna be honest. something I've been wanting for quite some time. And when I heard about it, I was like, okay, cool, right? And I'm extremely disappointed now because I watched the first little bit of it. I'm not big on, and I don't watch a lot of stuff because I tend to get disappointed, right? No, I've been watching that for a long time, John. Don't tell anybody. But so they made this Madam C.J. Walker. I don't even want to call it. It's not a documentary. I guess they're telling her story. I don't know, a little mini series or something like that. And when I saw the credits in the beginning, and I saw it say "inspired by," because you gotta watch what Hollywood and the things they say, like based on a true story, based off true events, inspired by, like that means we're going to take some liberties with this story, and we're going to take artistic liberties with this story, and it probably won't be the most accurate. Probably won't be the most accurate thing that you're seeing here. And then when I saw fucking, what's her name, the worst actress ever. What's her name? I hate everything she does. I'm not gonna say I hate everything. I'm just not a big fan. The one who was drunk in Miami and then stunk up her fucking her comedy show. Damn it, I can't remember her fucking name. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who got called into the den this evening?
It is chill here, Honcho.
How you doing this evening, Mr. Chill?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really feeling well.
Whoa, what's going on? Yes, Haddis, Tiffany Haddis, yes.
You know, I just been having stuffy nose, you know, my head's been hurting, you know. I mean, I'm not running fever or anything, so I should be all right, but, you know, I hope it's not what I think it is. So, you know, but overall, I'm doing all right though.
Okay, well, definitely. If it gets too bad, do you have a fish tank?
Nah. I mean, do you know a good place to find one?
No. I may know a pet shop owner. I may be able to get you hooked up on some fish cleaner if you want to go that route.
Honcho, you gotta help me out, man. I don't want to die.
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be perfectly fine. But how long have you been feeling bad? And I hate Heidi. And Heidi, I did not cut Jason off. Jason cut himself off. So there is the flaw in your statement. But how long have you been feeling that way?
It became prominent yesterday. The day before, I thought it was just like, it's like every year it's these damn allergies. Like when the seasons change, it always like gets to me and everything. I'm hoping it's just that, but yesterday it really hit me like fucking truck, and this morning it got worse. Like last 2 nights I haven't been able to sleep, but like I said, I hope I'm all right. I hope I don't get the damn corona, but or I love to call it the kung flu because, you know, good humor behind it. But you know, I think, but hopefully I'll be all right by tomorrow. I drank some of this vitamin C powder, you know, put in some water in a coffee mug, then you mix it up. It's supposed to boost your immune system, fight all this crap in your body. So hopefully that works.
Yeah, it'll be all good. It'll definitely be all good. You'll be fine. Like I said, I think it's just the transitioning of the seasons, the weather, all that good stuff. And I think, you know, it's just like such an odd time of the year that, you know, the whole corona thing is happening when it is allergy season. So I think that, you know, when you start kind of feeling a little under the weather, and then with all this media madness going on about the corona, like, I think your mind kind of goes, you know, could I, you know, and I think that, you know, a lot of people are just experiencing allergies, and then they're getting, you know, similar symptoms maybe that may have, you know, 1 or 2 of the symptoms, but again, like I said, I don't think it is. I wouldn't even worry about it. You know, hey, I don't play a doctor on TV or in the den, but just take my medical diagnosis as fact, because I don't know what I'm talking about.
How bad is it, Dr. Honcho? Will I be able to see my family?
I'm gonna be honest. I hope you got a will. You know, this is where we're at right now. No, you're gonna be good, man. No worries whatsoever. I mean, even even if it was the beverage, you'll be fine and dandy.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. I'm not saying it is. It's just I don't know. It's just kind of like makes you like hold on, something like this whole shit's happening. And like I told you before, I deliver pizza, so I have no idea if I deliver to someone that has it and they don't know they have it. So, but hopefully it dies down. And but yeah, I do have some beef with someone tonight, and that person's name is the coronavirus. Hey, I mean, you cancel sports, but that's not the most important thing. You know, you know, your maker, the Chinese government, who, I mean, they may not be the maker, but they try to cover it up, and now our media is, basically giving into the Chinese communist propaganda and trying to make Trump look as bad as possible. But and Nancy Pelosi's dumbass, voted against the stimulus bill, and
See, I think the problem is Pelosi. Pelosi just needs a little stimulus of her own, if you know what I mean. If the American people need the job done, are you willing to take this job?
I personally think she's a witch. Like I think if you accidentally spilled water on her, I think she just dissolves. Because I mean, she looks like one. I mean, I hate to be mean, but you know.
Yeah, Pelosi's a very interesting character. But yeah, I think moves have to be made. I mean, like I said, I feel like the people are hurting. I feel like the American people are in need, and with these restrictions being placed on people, and a lot of these being mandatory, people can't work. People are, again, like I said, the first is around the corner. People have bills to pay, and I feel like your politicians are up there, and you can look at it on both sides. I mean, you got to fucking come together and make it work. And I'm not saying either side should completely bow down to one another, but you got a lot of unnecessary fluff in these fucking bills. Get the shit out of there. Get the people what they fucking need. Let's do our best to contain the situation and minimize the impact that it has. And again, like I really feel like it's mostly from fear mongering, a lot of media hype. Yes, people will die. Okay, it's gonna happen. It's just kind of what it is. I mean, it's just life. People die every day. People dying from heart disease and cancer and all this other stuff. And a lot of people aren't changing their habits. People ain't stopping smoking. They ain't stopping eating fast food and none of this other shit. And again, so my deal is just like it is very unfortunate. I don't wish death on anybody, almost anybody, but. It's just like if you're gonna get this bill out there, get the shit resolved, get the people whatever they need, and let's get this shit going and move on. Like just stop all the fucking circle jerking and fucking let's get this shit done.
Do you think? Do you believe that everything would be not only handled better, but everything in general be a lot more better in this time? And just basically in this time if social media wasn't a thing.
Do I think if social media wasn't a thing? Yeah, I think social media has its benefits and its cons. You know what I'm saying? It's pluses and its minuses, pros, cons, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. But no, there are lots of benefits of social media, but then there are also a lot of fucking negatives, and sometimes the negatives can fucking outweigh the benefits. You kind of have to do some digging and some research almost to find the benefits at this point, because it gets so overwhelmed by all the misinformation that gets put out there, and by people who deliberately want to mislead other people by the words that they select or by the information that they withhold or whatever it is that they choose to put out there. You have a lot of people who want to mislead people because they have an agenda, whether it be personal, whether it be political or whatever. and that bothers me because, like I say, hey, let's look at the truth for what the truth is, and let people make decisions from there. Again, you're already going to have your own personal bias, but put the fucking facts out there and let people operate the way that they should, how the way that they choose to. But when you're just deliberately misleading people with a lot of misinformation, or like I said, withholding certain things, it's very sketchy behavior to say the least. Because I think people react in a crazy. Then people buy up all the toilet seats. When you mislead people, people buy up all the toilet paper, and then it has a domino effect.
I think people just don't really think for themselves these days. I think they just listen and take whatever the media tells them, and thus it creates these people that think that feelings are more important than facts, and again, like I said before, people are now saying my truth, and again, there's no such thing as your truth. There's such thing as the truth and your opinion on the truth, and then now we have a society that's full of you heard of the term simp, right?
Yes. Yes. That's over for quite some time.
Yeah, society full of simps, and people become irrational, like I said before. But I just, again, as we all think, I just hope this whole thing just goes by. Trump said that he is hoping for America to reopen around Easter. And yeah.
Well, that'll give me something to do with all these Easter eggs I bought in advance. So I guess I can still paint those.
There is promise. Dow, everyone knows the biggest stock on the public market, gained over 2,100 points, which is the biggest single day gain in history.
No, man. I wish I was adept in the stock market game. At this point, it's almost like I should just throw some money at something. Like I said, it's like the last 2 or 3 times it's happened. Because people are winning. I've seen, again, and some people are losing, but I've seen a couple of people make some pretty nice wins playing with just a little bit of change. And every time I see it dropping, every time I see a severe decline like this last week or so, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna make a move or two. Never do it, and then regret it the very fucking next day. And it's just like, why? So next time it happens, I'm just gonna drop my nuts on the concrete and just go all in and say fuck it. You can't play. You can't win if you don't play. So it is what it
is. Yeah. And but anyway, before I go, I like to tell you a crazy thing that happened to me today.
Right.
My PlayStation account got hacked.
What?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I did talk to PlayStation support. We did get my account back. We got everything back, and apparently it got compromised, which basically means it got hacked. I don't know how, but it was a hack by somebody from Saudi Arabia.
What?
Yeah, because on the profile settings it shows like the languages the person speaks.
Yeah.
And this user speaks, and it said Arabic in the language area.
Well, that's crazy. That's
yeah,
real crazy.
But I got it back. Now I have a very interesting story to tell everyone once this whole thing's over. I got hacked by a guy in Saudi Arabia. It's pretty cool.
That's now the government's gonna start watching. They're gonna think you're connected with terrorists or something.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're right. I guess I'm now connected to the terrorists. Shit.
But I think you'll be all right. Right now, everybody's paying attention to Corona. Nobody's paying attention to terrorists right now. Terrorists are worried about the Corona. They're putting a stay-in-place order on themselves. So it's all craziness right now.
Yeah, they're literally telling their followers like, "Hey, let's stop this whole trying to make Europe a caliphate. Come back to the Middle East so that way we don't get this coronavirus."
That's terrible.
And yeah, it was terrible. But anyway, Honcho, I'm gonna go ahead and get going. I'm gonna get some rest. Hopefully, I feel better in the morning.
All right, well, man, I hope you do too, man. Like I said, yeah, keep taking the vitamin C. If you got some orange juice, drink some orange juice, and whatever else you can. Like I say, to give your immune system a boost, and just take care of yourself, man. Get some rest. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and remember, everyone, stay safe out there, and appreciate what you have, and most importantly, scrub to the death.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Absolutely. I agree.
All right, Honcho. You have a good night.
No, you too, man. Shout out to you. Yeah, man. Everybody who's feeling under the weather, man, I hope y'all get better soon. I know it's a weird time to be feeling sick, because I'm pretty sure like the first thing your mind goes to is that goddamn corona. The goddamn Rona got me. The Wu-Tang got me. The fucking Flu Manchu got me. So, I remember. Here's the thing, right? And I haven't really been gaming like that. I did fuck around and get the division, and I ain't even been playing the fucking expansion. I've been fucking with the first part, and then the division 2 or whatever. And fuck with the first part, just kind of getting a feel for it. I haven't played it too much either though. But I'm seeing that the next generations are coming out. The 5, and I don't even know what the next Xbox Tower Fan, whatever it looks, that's what it looks like a fucking Tower Fan. The new Xbox is coming out, the new PlayStation is coming out, and I've seen people attacking each other, because the Xbox is more powerful. The PlayStation is going to have better exclusives, and that's true. Here's my thing. Like, graphics are important. Yes, they are. Are they? But are graphics really important? Are graphics really that important? Because think about it. You got mobile games, and people are going nuts over mobile games. But then again, it could be accessibility. But then you had this. What's the game that just came out for the Switch that everybody's going crazy over? Animal Crossing. Oh my God. I'm an animal lover, right? I love animals. I do eat meat. I like pets. If it came down to it, if we're talking about wild animals who have a chance of being killed in the wild by other animals, I'll hunt an animal. I'm not opposed to eating animals. That's what they would want me to live. But oh, bro, I fucking hate PETA, man. Like, I get it. When I was young, I used to think they had like this noble cause or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to think that they had like this, and then I started seeing they start doing the whole throwing paint on the fur. And I think the animals are already dead. Now you're disrespecting the dead. Like, if PETA cares for animals like we care for people, like, if you're throwing fucking paint and blood or whatever on the animal front, you're like disrespecting the dead. Anyway, bad joke. But these people went and they made like a big deal about the fucking Animal Crossing game. Like, I don't know what the whole deal is, right? But they were talking about fishing being not vegan on the game. Like, they made a whole post about this shit, right? Like, PETA people are like, I want to say, oh man, these guys are just expert trolls. Oh, but it's not true. These people really believe this. They're talking about don't fish on the game because it's not vegan, and whoever the character's name, I guess there's some bear character, they're talking about he's manipulating you, and some other thing in the Animal Crossing, like some crazy shit that they were saying. I'm like, please let this just be an unprecedented level of, I wouldn't say unprecedented, but let's just be some quality troll action. But no, this is real. This is what they really feel. I remember when the whole pronoun things was, I want to say, was it the pronoun things that the people were talking about? It was something. And PETA tried to include animals in it, like how you identify, or like, it was something they were talking about using the terminology with animals is disrespectful. Like, if you don't get the fuck out of here. I love Scotty, right? Scotty's like the shittiest dog. Scotty's the shittiest best dog that you can have. Because Scotty don't really bother you. You know, doesn't really bark. Um, you know, he's not really bothersome. He just wants to be loved on from time to time. And if he sees that you're busy, he'll try his hand and then he'll go away. But I'm not going super crazy over Scotty like that. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Honcho, what's up, man? It's Dan.
Dan, the motherfucking man. What's on your mind this evening, Dan?
Oh, shit. I mean, I don't have anyone debating the Dan. I'm not really mad at anybody Dan. But I am mad, though. I'm mad at the way our life has changed due to this outbreak. It's really upsetting. But we're all mad in one way or another. Some of us lost our jobs. In my way, I've lost my job. It's kind of up in the air because I was working with the VA helping people try to get jobs. I was still training at the moment, but when this broke down, I just did an online class, had a little Zoom session with my professor and some other students. So that's what it's going to be for the rest of the semester. Hopefully not to the summer, but we'll see what happens. Virginia didn't have many cases of coronavirus, but if it's anything like Florida, you know, some of these idiots out here just Florida man. I don't know what to say. Florida man. That's it. Florida man. That's it. You know.
Is Florida woman worse than Florida man though? Because some Florida woman stories are really bad too. I want to say I saw somebody about pulling an alligator out of her pants or some crazy shit. Anyway, I'm sorry to cut you off. Florida people.
And it's funny you were mentioning that because I'll get back to that later. But yeah, the whole coronavirus thing and fucked up things. I'm mad at the way that people are blaming Trump for this, and how the Chinese government tried to blame it on the U.S. military. I don't give a fuck about the U.S. military. I did my time. You know, they can do whatever they want. But dog, this shit was called the Wuhan flu when the shit first came out a few months ago. And it was already like declared in September 2019 about this whole thing that they knew back then. The Chinese government knew about it. I'm not blaming the Chinese government for, like Jason said earlier, I'm not blaming the Chinese government for creating the virus. I'm blaming, you know, very unsanitary practices and those wet markets I was mentioning last time. I'm blaming them for covering it up and letting people who were in this town just let them go out. They didn't bother doing these until it was too late. Matter of fact, this is a true story. There were two people in Wuhan, China, who went to Italy. Two Chinese tourists went to Italy. They managed to infect all of Italy. 5,000 people are dead in Italy because two people got on a plane, probably infected everyone in the plane, and got to Italy. That is a fact. If you look at the Wikipedia issue of the amount of deaths in Italy, the initial first cases were two Chinese tourists from Wuhan, China. So when people talk about all this shit about being racist, and I had a friend I was talking to, and I understand where she was coming from because she's Asian, and she don't have to deal with that shit because, you know, she's in America. She didn't cause this virus. But to not accept the reality of what it is angers me because ignorance and a lack of just that whole worrying about people, you know, we got to be honest with the facts here because people are dying. They literally have to rent out ice skating rinks, I think, in Spain, to cart the dead bodies in there, because Spain and Italy are kind of racing each other for highest death count. 6,000 deaths, John. Thank you for that information. It was 5,000 last time I read it. God damn, it only got worse. So people bullshit and try not to hurt feelings, and people out here are dying in the streets, bro. Not the streets, but it's insane. Yeah, Hug the Asian campaign. Thank you, John. There's the mayor of, I think, Florence, Italy, matter of fact, I read that article, had a hug a Chinese tourist to, you know, promote unity and togetherness, because that's a big thing in the European Union. Togetherness and globalism and no borders, which is such a fucking bad idea. And I've talked about that. I've talked about Sweden and how the lack of borders has led to the women getting raped. Grenade attacks are on the rise. I never heard of grenade attacks in Sweden. They have them now because they let in a bunch of. Well, I'm not even getting into that. I'm back up to this. I'm just mad at the lack of the cognitive dissonance. You don't want to hurt no feelings, but your citizens are dying because you want to be all friendly and buddy-buddy with motherfuckers. It's insane. I don't even want to say that. I'm mad about that. I'm mad about the American dumbass kids, you know, like he was talking about. Dude, I don't care if I catch corona. Yeah, that dude apologized, actually, the guy who was on TV saying he actually apologized. What I said was wrong and da-da-da. You know, the thing is, you can apologize all you want. They probably got his full name. When he goes into a job interview and they do like a search of his name on social media and Google search, that's going to pop up. Him at spring break, not giving a fuck about a curfew, not giving a fuck about quarantine. That's good luck to him. You know, but I have no sympathy for these kinds of people. because that ignorance kills people. Like it is spoke about Italy and Spain, that ignorance, that cognitive dissonance kills people. Case in point. Yeah, I'm also mad, and that was Florida. Yeah, Florida. And speaking of Florida, once again, I'm talking about my man Andrew. So I was doing the research. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to stay away from the gory details. But I looked up this research on Tallahassee, where he was the mayor from 2014 to 2018, and he falls in line with a lot of other Democratic mayors that I've heard about, and governors, like Kwame Kilpatrick. Maxine Waters is a senator from California. There's some district. That district is like the lowest in terms of kids graduating schools, high crime rate, hella homeless. But that's California in general. So what do you expect? But apparently Tallahassee, in like the past 5 years, Leon County has had the number one, like the top crime rate, and Florida. So they're the Florida men of Florida man. They are the top Florida man. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this won some, people saying it was a ruse. He was set up. Like, no, this dude's been a crook from the get up. Okay, he's just getting exposed. He's just getting exposed.
Literally.
That's it. Look,
very exposed.
Man, I never thought I'd say this because it's kind of cliche, but 2020 is the year of dudes out here getting exposed, bro. Malik Yoba exposed himself, man. Just be honest with yourself, bro. And I would love to hear the Breakfast Club's take on this, like how they had people like Umar Johnson on there, that shyster, that hustler, run them donations. I can't stand him.
Donations, gifts.
Gifts. Woo, boy, these hustlers, bro. Because they feed off of black misery and the impression of our ancestors to justify why I keep needing to give them money. I think Andrew might have put out a statement recently saying we need to support him. That might be fake. There's a lot of fake news flying around here. But I don't have to support shit, bro. I'm not out here engaging in hotel foreplay with amyl nitrate and dick heart injections and that Tina. I ain't messing with that Tina. That shit is actually running rampant in the black community. Meth abuse. I didn't really realize it until, I started really doing the research. This shit's getting crazy out here, bro. You in Texas, man? The South is. That's where the meth comes from, bro.
Yeah, that's what
you already know.
I'm like, I was a firm believer in the stereotype that meth was not a black drug, but apparently times have changed. So
yes, they have.
It's different. It's quite different.
Mm-hmm. It's sad, man.
I don't know, John. I mean, if it's appropriate, yeah. If it's anything weird, if you're trying to hit me with the Andrew Gillum, I'm not interested. So,
dick pics, man. No accidental or purposeful dick pics, bro. It is what it is, man. Shit.
So,
I see about 8 minutes. Actually, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Honcho.
No. I'm just saying. It's just a crazy time that we live in, and I don't know, man. I don't know where it goes from here. It's wild.
But you know what?
What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
No, I'm just kind of aimlessly random. I'm just laughing at all the stuff that's going on so far this year. What's on your mind, Mr.
Yeah. Oh God, bussy. That term bussy, I never heard of that term until this situation happened. I didn't know what the fuck a bussy was, but yes, we very Prepaid said it last time. I was like, what the fuck is a bussy? Then I thought about it. Oh my damn. Sweet Jesus. Good Lord. Bussy.
Oh, it's just time to burn the world down. It's terrible. Everything is terrible.
It's just rotten. But, like you said, it's all for attention. These young dudes out here licking toilet seats and, knowing they're going to be on national TV saying, I don't give a fuck about coronavirus. I don't give a shit about shit. I'm young. Look, being young doesn't give you a bulletproof shield. A lot of young motherfuckers out here die for no good reason. I've told stories about some young people, especially young black kids, but that's a different story. But imagine a story in college, and I'm gonna shorten this up, but it's just like, a lot of dumb shit's going on for a while. Kids doing a lot of dumb shit for no reason. So it was my senior year. The first time I went to college, not this time now. And I remember I was in an apartment. It was Saturday night. And I remember I heard a lot of commotion outside. I'm playing Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox. So my roommate and his girl were watching the Sports Center, and I hear a bunch of commotion out. My curious ass said, let me see what's popping. So I go outside. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Okay. I go outside, and then I see like 10, 11 people standing, looking up, because I lived in like a 3-story little apartment complex at that time. I look up with them and the little crowd we're in. There's this girl running around, her top's off. You can see her breasts and all that jazz, but she's covered in blood.
Mm.
Yeah, so what was popping off was she was throwing shit out the room. She had like 4 of the roommates. She was throwing shit out the apartment. She broke the TV. She was throwing bottles of beer and shit. And she was screaming. And I'm sitting there like, bro, what the fuck's going on? And then so one of the people said, I think she was at a party and someone tried to drug her and she was tripping out. And she's also deaf. I'm like, which one of you disgusting motherfuckers tried to drug a deaf girl? I said, did someone call the police? Did someone call 911? It's like, yeah, they're on the way. I was like, oh, thank God. But then, like, one of her friends came downstairs, this one black chick, and she said, like, oh, my God, we were at a party, and we were doing drugs, and my friend wanted to try some new drugs, and the drug dealer gave it to her. He was trying to get with her. And I'm thinking, so no one drugged her. She was doing the drugs. I immediately lost all sympathy for her. Mm. I just started saying, well, she played herself. I mean, fuck, you know, these things happen. I'm not done yet, bro. I'm not done. The worst part's coming. Well, not the worst part, but anyway. So finally, the paramedics show up, and there's 2 dudes, by the way, next to me on the football team. They're like, hey, man, check out them titties, bro. I'm sitting there like, bro, this chick's covered in blood, having a mental conniption. You talking about her titties? This was wrong. And then 2 black men, and I'm sitting there like, this was wrong with these Negroes. Always trying to get laid, no matter what the situation is. And y'all get mad. I talk about black people. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so finally, they wheel her ass down in a little cart, and she started making these noises. No only way I can describe it, it was like if Daffy Duck was having a seizure. It was like, and bro, I bust out laughing, dog. I bust out laughing. In front of everybody, in front of the cops, in front of paramedics, in front of everybody else looking at me, what's wrong with you? And then I turn around to them, I'm like, I didn't give her the fucking drugs. What you fucking mad at me for? I said, man, fuck y'all. I went back inside, play Call of Duty. I ain't got time for that shit.
Oh my God.
Fuck y'all.
Oh.
They're like I drugged the bitch. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I'm coming to try to help, make sure the situation's under control. I can't help if that was you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because I was about to get my phone and call the 911, but they already called them and shit. And that's, man, I feel sorry for her. But, man, look, bro, if you already have some of your senses fucked up, because she was deaf, why are you going to engage in some shit that's going to fuck up your remaining senses? Yeah. Like, she just stuck to beer and weed. Yeah. But you engaging in Molly and Coke and all this other shit. And, look, I ain't no saint, but, goddamn it, I ain't did all that shit at once and all this other crazy shit. I ain't going to bullshit y'all, but man. Good luck, bro.
Yeah, that's an odd thing to me. I guess I figure people, all people want to parties, even if they may, have functions that may not that may be impaired or whatever else. I just always thought it was, I just thought it was all very strange, to see somebody like that want to do drugs. That's wild. The noise is. I'm telling you about that shit. That's funny to me, man. Yeah. Yeah,
man. Oh, man. But that's all I got, man. Just, man, y'all get y'all lives together, bro. Don't be out here doing crazy drugs. Wash your damn hands and don't be engaging in bussy busting. That's, I mean, if you are, one thing I noticed, I didn't hear nothing about no condoms in the room.
That was disgusting.
All the lube and amyl nitrate and all that meth, but no fucking condoms, bro. You dirty out here. Yo, Miss Gillum, get tested.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, most of all, more than anything else, your wife, your kids, and again, we're in a day and age of social media. So when you go and try to look up your dad's legacy as you get older, because you're gonna know, like you said, he was a mayor, he ran for governor, and you're gonna pull up that scandal too. And so it's it is what it is. Yeah. Man. So I feel sorry for the children.
Yes. Oh, what's up?
I said I feel sorry for his kids, like really, his wife and the kids.
Yeah. I done brought it up twice in a row on the call. It's just like these situations keep happening. He's not the only in the closet dude out here. Not any closet politician out here. He played himself really bad, man. But his family's gonna suffer the worst, and that's really sad. And they're trying to take down the pictures on the internet, bro. If you're gonna put you on the internet, dog. And the thing is, when the cops put the pictures on the internet, they had the pictures of the hotel room, but the pictures of him butt ass naked. That was the call dude, the rent boy, took that picture.
The boy.
That wasn't the cops. That was him. Yeah. Ain't that a bitch?
That's wild.
I hope he got a refund. Hope he got a goddamn refund.
Yeah,
that's all I got, man.
man.
It's a rough city, man. Florida, man. Florida man runs the governor.
That's a bad man. But then the band, like I said, you know, I know things change for you a little bit. I know you enjoy your online classes, you know, and you know, take as much time to take care of that as you can. And you know, like I say, well, I don't know how to. Are y'all on any kind of mandatory lockdown or stay-at-home order or anything like that out there?
For the most part, yeah. I know they're sterilizing literally all the classes, all the classrooms. My professor I was talking to this evening, he can't get in his office. I'm like, damn, you got tenure, bro. They ain't playing. Ain't good. I'm glad they ain't playing. I'm trying to bullshit with this shit. Yeah. You know, so you got to be careful, man. That's all. That's all I got, Honcho, man. You have a good night, sir.
You too, Mr. Danny, man. It's always good to hear from you, man. And I'm probably going to be stuck on that noise for the next 2 or 3 days now.
That's all good, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. You have a good night.
All right, y'all have a good night, then. Y'all be safe, man. Wash your hands.
Yes. Absolutely. Wash them and wash them twice. Interesting. All right. Dan the man. Not Dan the man. John from NY has sent a picture. And I'm going to, this is what I'm doing, I'm saving just to make all y'all linger around just a little bit longer. We got a little over 15 minutes, so I'll take maybe one more call, and then you know we'll do the little wind down conversation, and then I will share the picture of John from NY. No weird stuff is going on here. I should probably check my email more. That might be a good idea. Let's see. Yeah, make sure y'all know how we do. After the den, after the den, we will be on the Discord live talking shit. I'll be on there for a little bit at least. So let's see. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Hey, Rashida.
Where have you been, Miss Rashida?
I've been minding my business. Where you been?
No, your business is our business. So you know your business is supposed to be in
y'all
the den.
Y'all too damn no, don't worry about it.
No, they ain't nosy enough. We need to know what's going on. The people have been asking, where is Miss Rashida? What is going on? You ran Miss Rashida. I was getting blamed for running you off. I didn't even do anything.
Well, I have found some other place to hang where they appreciate me. So I'll be back and forth. I'll be back and forth.
So now we're being accused of a lack of appreciation. I've never heard a more insulting thing ever in my entire life. We appreciated you first, Miss Rashida. From your commentary to your vocal stylings, from your world-class recipes, and you just abandoned us. Like, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I ain't abandoned you. I check back in. See, I'll be checking in. I just won't be in there every day like I used to from now on. I got to divide my time.
My heart is broken. Who this new nigga is? We gonna ride. We gonna pull up on you. You got a new nigga. You know you ain't allowed to be having all that. We gonna ride. We finna slide on somebody, man.
No comment.
Can't believe
I don't sit. Yeah, I heard Miss Bell missing me. So I decided to go call in.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Bell, I missed you too. And I miss the other people, some of them, the regulars.
I just I feel like the den doesn't have the same flavor without Miss Rashida. You just took the
Now,
flavor out.
don't even try it. Don't try it. No, no, y'all can get out with me. I still do it
I'm
now.
saddened. We didn't even had some a date then trying to lure you back in. You know, I don't know. I don't know
Mm-mm.
what else is gonna take.
What time did they being start?
I didn't do one today. I did one yesterday about 1 p.m. Central Time. You in Chi-Town, so we at the same time. So I did one yesterday. I'm thinking I'm gonna try noon. I just didn't go today, but I'm
Oh,
gonna try noon tomorrow. Noon or one. It'll be noon or one, but I'm shooting for noon tomorrow.
oh, okay. I think about it.
Oh, you think? See, I should do. I see what it is. Next time we have karaoke night, y'all, just don't even expect us to get blessed by Miss Rashida. She taking her time elsewhere. She don't even sing for us no more. You know, no more eggnog nights.
I think about it. I think about it.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay, okay. Well, you think on it. We're gonna be waiting on your answer.
Ooh,
So what's been going on in your world? How have you been dealing? Are y'all locked down up there in Chicago?
yeah, pretty much. I mean, the kids out for to the 21st, and they acting a fool in the stores, buying up all the toilet paper like they doing everywhere else, buying up all the damn meat and shit, acting a damn fool.
So,
But other than that, hey,
so
what else can you do?
have you been able
But see,
to?
luckily, my house is big enough for everybody got their own space. Ain't nobody cramped on top of each other. So that I think that makes it better in the quarantine. People got their own space. Everybody ain't got to sit and look at each other too
Yeah.
much.
And I mean, and that's probably the best way to deal with it. So you know where everybody else is, but they ain't too
Hmm.
close to you. So you ain't even necessarily just got to deal with them all
Right,
the time. So I feel you. I feel
right. We meet for lunches, snacks, dinner.
you. Terrible.
So,
Terrible.
hey,
Don't listen to nothing Brundley be talking about, y'all. Brundley is a catfish.
huh?
I'm talking about Brundley in the chat talking about they're gonna cancel the NBA season. I say, don't nobody want to listen to
Oh,
him. He's a catfish. Okay, okay. So, what is the most interesting thing that you've come across since you've been dealing with the Rona situation?
um, the most interesting thing.
Oh yeah, just I mean that you find either it can be interesting or peculiar. Just how have things changed
It
with you
seems
since
like a
then?
bad movie.
A bad movie.
Yeah, it seems like we living in a bad movie, like the plague. Like
Hmm.
can't go outside. Like it might be dangerous. It might not. I don't know. It's just
Hmm. So
wishing for better days. That's
what,
all I can say.
what would you name this movie? If we were living in a bad movie, what would you call this movie?
Yeah, I would call it the plague. Shit.
Okay. Jess, you buying up all the TPJ? I ain't mad at. I'm not mad at anybody who's buying up all the toilet paper. Like you got to do what you got to do. Like you know, I am not. If
No, they ain't got to do that. They ain't got to do that
mm,
because, like, leave something for somebody else. But they already told y'all it ain't no shortage of damn toilet paper. So just doing that is ridiculous.
mm,
So some people doing it to resell it. See, them kind of motherfuckers, I don't like. I don't like these price gouges. You know what I'm
what?
saying? And
What's wrong
yeah,
with a little price
in
gouging?
the time of need.
So,
In a time of crisis and everything, you want to sit up there and think about money. Your ass wants to get the damn corona.
but my thing is like, my thing is this: would you rather have price gouging or eye gouging?
It ain't even made it to that point yet to where the damn supplies is scarce. You know what I'm saying? When it's scarcity, that's what should increase price. It's still an abundance of supplies. You just trying to be line your pockets with money your ass might not even be able to spend.
But here's
Because
the
God
thing.
don't like ugly.
But
And
here's the
when he
thing,
comes
though.
for judgment, your ass gonna be the first one up there.
Nah, but here's the thing, though. If people are willing to pay that price, then shouldn't
People
you?
first, people first, then money, then things. You gotta watch who's on.
Yeah, but here's my thing, though. But if people are willing to pay the price that you're putting out there, even though there may be
They
an
only
abundance of
willing to pay
supplies,
the price because they desperate and they I don't know why they so desperate.
you know.
I mean,
So you think that people would rather spend on overpriced toilet paper than just hop in the shower and wash their ass?
um, mm, I guess okay, like overpriced is one thing. I'm talking about double, triple price.
Yeah,
That's
but I mean, but they had an option.
no.
They could either get the triple price tissue, or they could just hop in the shower after they
Boy,
use
that
the
person
restroom.
could have not tried to gouge them like that. Come on now. And
Mm,
do you really think your customers is gonna not remember that shit when things return back to usual?
man, my thing is this, right? I
No, my thing is it's about people and it's crisis, not about trying to line your damn pockets with money.
in tragedies, when tragedies happen, or those are the times that people
The
make the
first
most
thing
money.
a person think about is making money off of tragedy. That's a sick individual. You ain't got no damn sense of morality and humanity. You should be thinking about how can you help? Can you make care packages for people? Help people that's in need. That's what you should be thinking about.
But see, what if they trying to make money off the tissue so that way they
No, they
have
ain't
enough
trying to
extra
make they
money that
trying to
they
make
can
money for their
donate
own damn
to people who are in
self.
need?
No. No, that's bullshit. Because you could have donated the money straight off if that's what you wanted
But
to
what if
do.
they didn't
You
have
don't
the
have to
money?
make money
Well,
off
what if they only had enough money to buy the tissue, but then they could double or
This
triple their
man
money?
bought 17,000 units of damn hand sanitizer. He didn't buy that shit to make a profit to help nobody. He trying to line his damn pocket.
But he ended up donating it. So
They
if he
ain't trying to make.
if he would have never
They
bought it,
not making money to help
if he
nobody.
would
They
have
making money
never
to
if
try
he
to
would have
help
never
themselves.
bought it, it would have never gotten donated, even if it wasn't his intentions in the first
He
place. So
didn't
somebody,
donate that shit. That shit was still in his damn garage.
no, they made him donate it. He ended up donating all that shit, like because they started talking about him and trying to
Okay.
shame him for all this. So he ended up donating that shit.
Right, they had to shame him into it.
Yeah.
He couldn't unload it, so that's the only thing he could do was donate.
Hmm.
And that's good for his ass. I hope he lost $100,000.
I think it's unfair.
Now,
I'm all about taking advantage of the opportunity. I just wouldn't buy from him.
no, you not.
Yeah.
No, you not. You wouldn't do shit like that. Stop.
What? Look.
No, you would. That's good.
I'm not
You
saying
wouldn't do
I
that.
would, but I'm also not saying
Exactly.
I
So,
wouldn't. So
no, please. You're not doing it now.
yeah.
You in the house like in quarantine like everybody damn there, sipping your tea or whatever that is you like.
Man, I'm out to getting it in. I'm waiting for them to enforce a lockdown just so I can wild out. I just got out. I'm ready to go back. I ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah, right. Talking that bullshit.
Shit, what they gonna do anyway? Because they letting all the criminals out. So it's just like shit. They ain't arrested nobody because they don't want the cops to get the virus. So what they gonna do? Give you detention? If you breaking the rules, I mean
Right.
shit, they ain't finna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So shit. My thing is this,
Look, I
man.
heard they've been telling the cops, don't you better not arrest me, I'll cough on you. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
But man, but a lot
And
of these
the
departments been
cops is
telling them not to
really, and
race.
the cops is really like, shit, I don't know what I'm fucking saying. I don't blame you, shit. You
Yeah.
gotta take this shit serious. If
But
somebody just talking on you, do that shit, come on now.
But my thing is like a lot of these departments have been telling them not to arrest them, not
Mm-hmm.
and again, like I say, so you got people really out there tripping.
Yeah.
Who is that? Who is that? Some individual told me that there some people I think on Rikers with a couple of cases. I'm not giving them no credit. They get no credit from me, but I'm gonna use their information. But apparently there was a couple of cases. There was a couple of cases on Rikers or something like that. And again, like I say, I've seen a lot of places talking about freeing the prisoners or the people who are in jail because you know what I'm saying? To prevent, I guess, the spread. Again, it's just like, I don't know. I guess, is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, that's my thing, so.
Oh, there was one thing I did want to address before I exit.
What you got?
And it's not really a debate or nothing. It's a big M. I want you to know that I do not hate you. I just do not like you. You're not even in my top 5 of people that I hate in the den. So you don't have to keep mentioning my name every time when you say, "Oh, Rashida hates me. Rashida is." No, just leave me alone. That's all you got to do. Leave me alone. I don't think you're funny. I don't think your joke's funny. I think your joke's corny. That's why I don't bother you. Don't bother me. And we good. That's it. And that's all. It ain't even nothing to debate about or talk about. Nothing like that.
Mm.
So that's it.
Okay. All right. So I'm laughing because
Jess donated $10. Donation towards the toilet paper fund.
appreciate the love, just W. Yes, look, I'm hoarding toilet paper. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can talk about me if you want to. They're giving away free at the Chinese. I'm gonna go back to the Chinese restaurant, see if they got some more. Let's get some egg rolls, see if I can get some more free toilet paper.
Your ass be talking, don't say nothing.
Man, hey, look, Jackie, sometimes you got no risk, no reward. You know what I'm saying? You got to live dangerously. But my thing is, you said top 5 that you hate in the den. And so I find that amusing that you have a list of people that you don't like. We won't get into it. I'm not asking you to name names. I just find that amusing. So
Maria, that's number 1. What else you want to know?
I am still not convinced that's the real Maria. Like, there are signs that point to it possibly being, but it's just something. I'm just not quite sold, like I say. So I don't know. Like I say, it could be a very
Chicago Mike, he on there.
But Mike ain't
Number
been around.
2.
Mike ain't been around in a while though. Mike.
He still made the cut.
The ghost of Chicago Mike. When you in Chicago, run up on him. You got pulled in the streets. All you got to do is put the green light out.
I don't even remember who that was that he got into it with. But after they told him they'll pull up on his ass, ain't nobody heard from him since. So, and he ain't finna drop no address. I think they did tell him to drop his address. That nigga dropped out the den. That's what he did. You remember that day, and you ain't heard from him since.
I vaguely recall what took place.
You don't vaguely recall.
What took place
that was that day. That was that day. You remember that shit clearly. You know darn well you remember that shit clearly. Talking about you say
vaguely recall that some events transpired that evening. I can't really be detailed.
No, that's one of the top 10 den moments.
I gotta go back. I gotta find what happened there. Like I said, I'm gonna have to check my den history books and see what took place that evening.
Big shit, big woo shit.
I don't know. So Chicago might may have bigger issues than the Denfolk with the way people are responding to Asian Americans after the virus has made its way to America. So I don't think he's worried about the den right now.
They ain't gonna never recover from that either. So you know now. They might as well just try to focus on selling their stuff to each other.
Damn. Okay. That is interesting. But so yeah, DeMarcus
Yep.
scary tale call that night, and he, Chicago Mike responded to him. That's why he ain't never called back. That's why DeMarcus just be in the chat. He don't ever he don't ever call no more. He afraid Chicago Mike gonna get on him.
Why would he be scared of people?
I don't know.
All he did was sit in wolf figures. There's nobody scared of him.
DeMarcus bought one though.
Oh.
He bought one of them wolf tickets, man.
Don't do the money like that.
Oh man, that's crazy. Okay. So yeah, how is I don't know you don't care to talk about it so much, but I mean I'm gonna ask, how has the street situation been in Chicago?
Quiet.
Have people calmed down? Have you said they're rioting?
Quiet.
Oh, quiet. So people haven't been wilding out as much.
No, they've been in the house where they need to be.
Niggas don't want that Rona. So just don't
Exactly. They better take that shit serious. The Rona ain't for play. Shit, they better. Lay your ass in the house. If you ain't got to go outside, don't go.
That's tough. But
any kind of damn virus that's in the air, that shit dangerous.
So what about you? Are you concerned about it? Are you worried about coming in contact with the Rona?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, because I ain't going outside, goddammit. I ain't worried about shit.
You find out you on the game, and kids can't get on the game because you hogging up the controllers.
I mean, I ain't going to say I ain't going outside ever, but I ain't going out till unless it's necessary. Go get, I have to still go get, groceries and other things like that. But if it ain't necessary, nope.
What about Asian food? Are you still eating Asian food or chicken from Asian restaurants?
I already told. Come on now, I already told you this. I stopped this shit.
Well, isn't that racist? Do you not think that's racist?
It's racist. No, it's healthy.
Okay.
That means I'm trying to save my health. Goddamn it.
Okay. I'm just inquiring.
But see, you act like, let's keep it all the way real here. I don't give a shit about being racist to no Asian people.
Why not? What have the Asians done to you?
They ain't did nothing to me personally, but I just don't give a shit about being racist to them or sounding or coming out as racist to them.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
I don't really shop Asian. I just stopped going to the beauty supply stores and Leo shop. Let's stop that shit years and years.
What about Panda Express?
I ain't never fucked with Panda Express, so that ain't nothing to me.
Okay.
I used to just go to the regular the Chinese place.
With the wings, you get that one little fugazi wing. It's smaller than all the rest of them.
Like how you go to the little Mexican restaurant. I used to like go to the little Asian restaurant. But I think they stopped giving us real rice, so I had to stop fucking with them anyway. I've been stopped eating their rice.
You don't think that's the real deal?
Starting to taste like plastic. I don't know what y'all trying to get up.
Man, I seen some sketchy stuff what they be doing with the shrimp. And,
I don't even think they should be shrimp.
And some other sketchy behaviors with the rice and shit. So yeah.
Right? Why the damn rice so hard? And then like back in the day when they used to eat real rice, they put the soy sauce on there. It used to get brown and shit. Now it be light skinned egg rice and shit. I don't know what the fuck this is $100 money. I don't want this shit. The motherfucking, what you call it? The damn soy sauce won't even stick on the damn rice no more. Shit. Fuck that.
That's so bad for you anyway. You'll be all right. Be all right. So, Miss Rashid, I got one more question for you. And this is the question that people want to know. Why don't you come join us in the Discord?
You know what? You want me to be honest with you?
Yes.
I don't even know how to work this shit. I got the app. Why y'all trying to put me on front street and shit?
Nah, because everybody been asking why Miss Rashida ain't in the Discord, man. You know, like I say, the den is
That's the reason I got the damn thing app on my phone. I went in there. I ain't know where the fuck I was. I ain't know where to go. I say, fuck this. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's
Instead of taking the time to try to figure it out, I'll just say, fuck it. I'm gone.
It takes a little bit, but I think after you fool with it for a few minutes, you can definitely definitely.
I'm impatient at that. I need to come in the door where everybody say, hey, like cheers, like everybody know your name.
Yeah, but that's what happened. And then sometimes we have the group conversation with everybody on the voice chat. I would definitely love to hear some of your opinions on those, like I said. So I think that we would love to have you, in the Discord. So definitely give it a reconsideration of giving it another shot, and so we're definitely.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I would definitely try to look at it again and see what.
What was that? What just happened right there? What I just hear right there?
I was trying to hold that shit in. The rolling.
Oh, goddamn. We all have a silent prayer.
I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth. Like Fred Sanford say, I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth.
Well, you ain't fooling nobody. You done hit them Chicago dispensaries up before you done slid into the demon. That's what that is.
I've been having a good time. With this weed. I need some more.
Yeah, so check that out. Okay. Well, Miss Rashida.
Ain't nothing wrong with a nice little joint and a nice little drink, and you all good.
I don't know anything about any of that stuff. I don't participate in those activities. I don't condone those behaviors. What do they used to call that shit? Straight edge. Yes.
A square.
I'm straight edge.
A square.
No, I'm straight edge.
A square.
I don't need weed, drink, and tobacco to have a good time. All right. Straight edge for life, bro. Hardcore straight edge.
You know what? You've been doing good. That's all right. That's all right, man. That's good for you. I'm glad you've been doing good.
It's only because it's mandatory when they get all this the rest of this nonsense.
Off of your probation. You on probation.
I gotta do that shit virtually. Look, the PO don't even want to see a nigga. Like, y'all, you niggas just hit me on Skype, nigga. But goddamn, you got Skype to the PO. Yeah, so that's what I knew was a real. But all right. Well,
sometimes probation good. It makes you do things you don't what I'm saying, you're supposed to do. That's good.
Well, I mean, I do that with or without it, so it don't really matter. My thing is just this. It's just really no point in it. Like, I literally just gotta go and pee and leave. There's nothing else for me to really do. Like, so it's pretty much. Hey,
well, don't you feel good knowing your piss is good and clear?
No, man, that ain't an issue. I mean, like I say, I guess, but that's never been an issue. Like, that's never been like the problem. If I don't want to smoke, if I don't want to do it ain't got nothing to do with probation. If I just say no, I'm good. So it's just like I say, it's just the inconvenience of having to go, but you just got to do what you got to do. I mean, it's better to have the inconvenience of do that once a month than sitting in the fucking cell for a few years. So I'm not gonna complain about it. So you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Yeah. That's all
You
right.
right. You right.
And so when this is all said and done, I ain't even tripping. So then I'm gonna wild out. We're gonna have a digital den party. So you don't catch that wrong. But here's the deal, Miss Rashida. It is good to hear from you, but about that time to wind it down. We're gonna slide into the Discord after this, and we're gonna have a little post-den show after party in the Discord. Uh, Yesterday, I was in the Discord. Y'all look, ain't nobody come through. Everybody come through is dead. I was in there talking to myself for a little bit, but I still love y'all. It's still all good. And I got to show John from New York's picture before we sign off. So, anything you want to say before I slide about before we discontinue the call? I mean.
You know what? I think you should know by now that you don't wear my clothes down. I wear my own clothes down.
Oh no! Ever since you done started cheating on us, I don't know if I got to give you the same
Right,
privilege.
I mean, all of a sudden, since I ain't gonna be in here like I used to, now all of a sudden you want to cut my collar short and shit. But you know what? That's all.
You're out there fornicating on us. You know, you in an adulterous relationship with another crew. That's tough.
See, I don't have this problem over there.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I see what it is.
Yeah, but yeah, y'all take it easy.
All right, Miss Rashida, it is always good to hear from you, and I'm glad I got to stop it with you. I'll talk to you. I will talk to you soon, so I'll be expecting. I'm just expecting to hear from you soon. I'm not asking. I'm expecting. All right.
Oh, you just checked me?
Yeah. With the low key check, yeah. You know, I did it very subtly, so you know how that goes.
What you got in that cup, Honcho? You told me you wasn't drinking.
No, I'm not drinking.
You drinking something?
This is dirty water.
All right, thank you.
All right, Miss Rashida.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, so that's going to be our last call for the evening. We're going to share the image of Mr. John from New York. No, she's sitting sideways. We gotta fix that. All right. What is that? Clockwise. Just a second. I don't think that's the right one. That's the right one. Actually, this is what we'll do. I'll put it over the whole thing. So outside the TV screen. And voila. Yeah, I'm doing this just to cause a lot of unnecessary suspense. I just click the button and set it up. But y'all know I like dragging shit out unnecessarily. Dramatic effect for no reason whatsoever. But Mr. John from NY, New York. Make sure I pick the right one. And the reveal is here. All right, wrong picture. Oh man. Female pimp, shush. Silence. So this is Mr. John. And Mr. John looks like, I told you I had a dream the other day, right? But and here's the crazy shit. I talked about I had a dream about Trader Joe's. And John looks exactly like the John from the Trader Joe's dream. He said he's grown his hair out since then. But I've been seeing a lot of Trader Joe's references. Today I watched some crazy video. I think it was a fake video where allegedly this chick went and checked some dude because he wasn't paying child support, and he didn't say that, so she took his money in the phone and gave it to the kid. The kid talking about he hadn't seen him in years, but allegedly the dad told the kid he could use his car to go to prom, but yet the kid said he ain't seen him in years. So a bunch of whole crazy stuff. So this is Mr. New York John. I don't know. I have no comments. I can't. Just like that. So. That fucking shit is live. I had these fucking ear things on. I didn't realize how loud that fucking vent was. So, now when John calls in, y'all know exactly what he looks like. A girl from Belgium proposed marriage. That might be an undercover. But here's my thing. I don't know. Did she ask you to send money first? Oh. You see Miss Bell? I've seen Miss Bell. I've seen some people. I can't say I've seen everybody. I'm gonna be honest. The person that I question the most out of everybody. All right, John. That's all I got for you. Wear Timberlands. Everybody from New York. Everybody from New York wears Timberlands. Doesn't matter. Like everybody. Everybody wears Timberlands. The mayor of New York's wearing Timberlands. And the mayor of Chicago. I wanted to get on that, but we'll talk about that another time. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention. I just slipped my mind, so I can't think of it. We'll talk about that later. Damn. I forgot what I was talking about. The one person that I question in the whole den, or what they look like, or if they're possibly real, catfish or otherwise, is female pimp, or whatever her name is today. More so than anybody else. And the only reason why is because she talk more shit than anybody else, but always is hidden. So, but for the most part, I won't say everybody else, but for the most part, most of the regulars I've seen. A few I haven't, but it's like, it's no big deal. It's not like a big major deal. But yeah, female pimp is the most questionable, because you gotta wonder about motherfuckers who talk all that shit but don't ever show their face. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know. No. I mean, here's my thing though. Like, honestly, most of the fellas, I don't care what y'all look like. Y'all are cool in my book. I don't care. It's no big deal. Yeah. So. But my thing is just like I say, you know, it is. It's very interesting assembly of people that we have in the den. So I ain't gonna lie, I am definitely getting to the more tired side of things. So, like I said, we'll be in the den Discord immediately after the stream. I don't know what I'll be talking about, but we'll talk about something. Let me see, do I have a link on deck? And No, I really don't care what you look like. You know, no reverse psychology, no regular psychology, no nothing. Like I said, I've just gone ahead and assumed that you're a woman of questionable appearance. Like I really believe like you got a tattoo on your face, like more than anything else. Everything else is probably there's a lot of variables, but I'm like pretty sold on the fact that you have a tattoo on your face. I believe it, and I have nothing else that I don't. I don't care about the rest of it. Yeah, I really believe female have a tattoo on their face. Everything else, I don't know. Let's see, make sure I got the link. For those who don't have a link, bada bow, bada bing, bada boop, bitty bing. And you mean another one? Named Gail, that's terrible. You mean another one, female pimp? You definitely have one or multiple tattoos on your face. I'm like 92% sure of that. And you have some nigga's name on your lower back. So, here's my thing. I'm finna get ready to slide up out of here, man. I appreciate all that. Again, like I said, we'll be in the den immediately after this. And make sure you're in there, enjoying the conversation. But y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I thank all of y'all for being here. Again, it's my honor, it is my privilege, most of all, it's my pleasure. Then I got to go home, go to the Discord. Like I said, link is in the Discord. And yeah, if you want to email your pics and you want me to post them up, I'll post them up on the next den. And I'm thinking, maybe Friday. We'll see. I'm still debating on the karaoke in the actual den on YouTube, or maybe karaoke in the Discord. We'll see how it all works out. But again, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. What you got? 3 dots on your hand or some shit like that? Mi vida loca. All right. Oh, no, let me slide out of here. But I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Hopefully, noonish or 1 p.m. Central Time. We'll have a date in tomorrow. And with that being said, go, man. Y'all be cool. All that good stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, Discord is real. Good night, Miss Jess. Good night, Miss Jen. DeMarkey. No good night for you, DeMarkey. D-Love. All that good stuff. Good night, Miss Dita Gamma. All right, I'm going to Discord. I'll see y'all there. If I put these Bluetooth things up.